Yeah, we've been really encouraged. The more that we've met families here in Australia, we are encouraged and have great hope for the church and the world, right? Because there's a lot of families who are just saying, we want to make a difference.
I remember when I heard that God has a plan for your life when I was young, and I was excited by that. And
my husband and I have been listening to them for nearly 10 years. We have 8 children. They are just so practical and give so much hope to families. In practicing the faith and bringing up children in the faith, and yeah, we're just huge fans.
Love to grow up in your home, to have a married mother and father who would come to something like this and think about how can we be better parents.
And when we've gotten to meet one-on-one and meet some of the families, we hear their hearts, and we are encouraged by the strength that they have, even if they're a little messy and not always perfect.
I was here to learn about how I can improve my family, because it is chaotic. So I want to hear it from someone who has 10 kids.
Today we talked about the secret weapon of the Catholic family, how we are going to inoculate our children against the culture of the world, and that is having a very strong and intentional family culture. And so your family culture is like this, it's like an unspoken system in your home that communicates more powerfully than anything that you would ever say to an individual child or anything you could write down.
Come to observe hundreds of families.
I feel like that talk was for me, and I need to prioritize, building the culture in the family, building relationships over chores and over ticking boxes.
And we want to make sure that our culture is the habits, is the rhythm of life, if you will, in our home. That's really conferring identity, belonging, and purpose on our kids. And it's the small little investments of family dinners and the times we pray together, the way we forgive each other. All of these habits put a mark on our kids, and they then kind of supercharge our role as parents, and they leave a legacy that's going to be really fruitful.
Very practical advice, and something that I don't think I personally naturally would have spent a lot of time thinking about, which has really made me stop and think and reflect.
I was most impressed by, was an acknowledgement that we all go through the same challenges, and they had a, refreshing way of looking at it. I haven't listened to their podcast yet, but the minute I get back to my car, it'll be one of the first things I search for the drive home.
They're an example. Like, they've got 10 kids. I mean, I'm busy with 2 kids. I'm messy with 2 kids. I trust someone who's had 10 kids would have been a messier family, and someone I can look for example or mentorship from.
They said a great thing in their talk. They said the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The next best time is now. So there's no time that's too late to start again. I think there's a real sense with parents that, oh my goodness, I'm failing, and a lot of that mum guilt for mums, but they give a lot of hope.
I was talking to one mom yesterday, and she said, I can go to a lot of places that give good tools and wisdom, but what you guys give me is encouragement. And because we are just so convinced that Catholic families are doing the most important work in the church right now of raising the next generation of Catholics, and we want to be there to give them tools and wisdom and walk with them and give them that encouragement. I just would like every family to know what you're doing is so vitally important.